Hey, 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 welcome back to Studio C, where it is Sunday. Hold on. Oh, we got a little bit of technical problems here. There we go. Yeah, we're here. We're still here. Welcome back to Studio C, where it is Sunday. Sunday fun day. Feeling much better for those of you that have been listening, all one of you out there. Still got a bug logged with YouTube right now on why they're dropping all the feeds. Legions of listeners abound, bountiful, working their damnedest to get on the feed. I'm doing what I can. But old B. Martin here has only got so many clickety-clicketies in the typety-typety. That keyboard is just a little off. I had to get out here. This is part of my workout routine. If I don't do this, then I'm not doing anything. And I'm just going to sit and stare at Twitter. I'm going to sit and stare at Twitter. What's in the news for you today? Is it a whole bunch of the same? Are they somehow making Elon Musk out to be the devil because he's got this whole free speech thing that he's trying to champion? It doesn't matter who you are. I really don't want to play the side game. I guess it's cool to have a side, right? You probably got a captain of the team. Maybe that little cute girl in the bleachers looking over at you. Ooh, I hope he wins. Hope she wins. What are you, the quarterback? I hope you're the quarterback with all the work you're putting in for that team to fight for that side. It just sucks. It's like, hey, guess what I believe in? I'm talking politics, people. I'm just talking about it, around it. It's like, yeah, well, hey, this person did this. Well, hey, did you also know that person, blah, and it's just like, oh, my God, yeah. When they were six, they pushed little Susie down on the floor. I think we can give him a pass. Give him a pass. What's he done lately? What have you done for me lately? Nothing? Oh, then get the fuck out of office. We don't need you up there. We don't need you. You're taking up a seat. Which is funny because the last thing that I saw, anyone want to check it out with me? Let me see if I still have my browser up here. I'll show you. You want to see how empty the courtroom is? Let's see here. Oh, you know what? A really good one is Maxine Waters, okay? Watch this. Let's see how long it takes me to find this on account of Twitter's been around for 12 years, 15 years, and the search still sucks dick. Sorry, I've got the frustration filter on. I haven't gone anywhere in like 2 weeks, which is another thing that's just been fucking pissing me off. Bleep. Excuse me. Is, you know, I don't know where you're going to land in this whole, call it a culture war, call it an intelligence war, call it a waste of my fucking time. But for whatever reason you decided to get vaccinated or not vaccinated, I can guarantee those reasons have probably fucking changed 7 times by now. It depends. Are you listening to the official CDC? Are you listening to something up there in the FDA or the division of should know what the fuck's going on? Guess what? Surprise! They don't know what the fuck's going on and making shit up as they go. It's really sad. Hey, look at this. This is what I wanted to show you. I just typed in, trying to get Maxine Waters up here, but look at this. Look at the browser. This does it justice enough. I don't know what crazy shit this is on this first picture here, what they're saying. I don't read Farsi, and I read left to right, people, sometimes. I guess if I'm looking at diagrams, I'm all over the place, but Farsi is read right to left. So if you're trying to get in the game for the first time, yeah, you can kind of tell. Look over here at the top. You can't see my mouse, so I'll try and highlight it. No, I click on that shit and put me on a watch list. But look at this. When we go down here and we look at what Maxine Waters is doing, hopefully she's over at Senior Frogs. This was all that was cool when I went to Nassau one time. There was nothing else there. No offense if you're there. Maybe they just blocked it off from us so that the U.S. people couldn't see the real shit that's going down, the good stuff. All I saw was a bunch of shit made in China. No kidding. Yeah, walking through the souks, the little flea market that they have there, everything was the same. It was all the same shit I could have bought over here. all made in China, all exactly the same, and fairly certain it said made in China on the bottom because I was looking for the tag. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is the one. All right, I don't know what was going on here, and you won't either because for some reason I've still not figured out how to get OBS to play the audio. Wouldn't you think that it would overtake the audio? Let me look at the properties for this. Give me a second. If you're running your own podcast studio, I'm helping you out right now. All right, I got a picture here. Let me go to the browser. Is there an option to take over the sound? There isn't. And so in that case, maybe there's another audio input that I can have so that you can get the browser. I doubt it. Let's see, because we can do audio input capture. Browser, you would expect that it would be right on there. Maybe media source. So I'll just click on media source here and see what's going on. No, it wants a local file. I just want the fucking active browser sound. Would be great. If Jamie was here, taking the day off, wouldn't have this problem. Just say, pull that up, Jamie. You'd have the whole audio source mixed in. You'll have to tell me if you're hearing me twice. Oh, no, this is the media source. Disregard. Let me delete that. Yeah, delete it. Goodbye. All right. But yeah, so watch this. This proves 2 points here. One, that they don't give a shit about this FTX debacle. They're peppering these people with lightweight questions. I know Sam didn't make it to the briefing on account of being in the Bahamian prison and them not having his vegan choice, but this is some bullshit. The fact that this entire thing is unfolding before our eyes, and I'll say it could be that the world is paralyzed. They have too much information, and they are just they being we're all just paralyzed. Which I guess we'll wait till Monday. We'll wait till Monday and figure out which one of these things we're gonna jump on. Which one of the 1 through 6 of the archive of the Twitter files about collusion to the highest level with the U.S. government? That's strange. What? That's weird. I don't see anyone going to jail right now or anything coming out with some investigation into this. You would think that if the integrity of the democracy was at stake by way of large off-book campaign donations in the millions or potentially billions of dollars would raise some red flags. I don't know, Department of Justice, Department of anything else, any 3-letter agency. It's you're making a mockery. You're all making a mockery of this, of everything that you've set up. Any rules, any justice, any people getting what the fuck is coming to them. Karma. How are people not supposed to look at all of you like you're laughing stocks right now? You come after the little people with the little voices, but unfortunately for you, it's way too late. Now you got the shit on the internet. This shit is recorded. Do you know about blockchain? Do you happen to know? Do you happen to know how non-reputable the shit on the blockchain is? Unless you're FTX and you go in there and just rewind transactions. I haven't seen much of that. There is a video that you can... It's an audio conversation of them talking about unwinding transactions, and the people that they're talking to, they were the recipients of this money that was supposed to be like coded a certain way. I've got my facts here a little discombobulated, but the point is they were saying, listen, we understand what you did, and we understand that you made the quarterback call, what do you call it? The command decision to go ahead and reverse the funds transfers. I don't know, some $2 million or $200,000, whatever it was. And the point was the customer or the person that was involved with the situation was not concerned the least that they did it. They were concerned that they were able to do it, that they were able to like undo the transactions on the ledger. Right? If all of a sudden it was the case that you could just undo and rewind and do it in a way where there was no record of it having happened, That sounds like the wrong system we want to implement. All this shit needs to be there. I don't know what you do for transparency and how public this stuff is, but I don't need them looking online, seeing that I'm buying panties and I'm going and getting the next Victoria's Secret thing, okay? All that, like, you don't need to know what shit I'm buying, people. You can, I don't know what they do. It is a big thing. I'll show you when you look at laundering money. I don't do this often, but I was looking at getting a laundromat a couple episodes back. Let's see. I just want to see laundering money and how many times before we see that it's U.S. dollars. There's a picture going around because they're talking about crypto and how it's really just opening the floodgates for all of these criminals to be able to do illegitimate activities and pay bribes, launder money, and human trafficking and all this stuff. And then the big pile of cash is in U.S. dollars. You're not fooling anyone. Sure, we do need some controls on this stuff so that people aren't just blowing up exchanges. And, yeah, we got to get some of these low-hanging criminals that aren't even trying. If you're not trying, bitch, you're going to prison. If you're not trying, our anti-money laundering gotcha. AML is teaming up with ML, anti-money laundering and machine learning, and they got you. Look, you got to put in some effort. You put in some effort, and maybe they'll let you hang out over in the Bahamas. You just grease the right wheels, you pay the right people, and you should be all right. That was the latest thing that I was saying was, if you're playing 3D chess, 4D chess, and you are in a country, this is not financial advice, but I suppose if you're on the lam, they're coming for you, then, at that point, all's fair in love and war. Right, Kevin? That's what they say. But if it is, it's the score is what the score is, people. And you happen to, let's see what it says here. You happen to open up withdrawals to the Bahamas. Excuse the typing. I can't see. Open up withdrawals to Bahamas. Was it just the A? No. Withdrawals to Bahamas. Here we go. FTX was housed in the Bahamas. Withdrawals only allowed from Bahama citizens. Rush to Bahamas, black market for IDs. I don't know what this black market for. This guy here, Mario Nawfal, at Mario Nawfal. This guy's been running a lot of the spaces where they're getting to the bottom of this. SBF has been in the space. Elon keeps popping into these spaces. So if you're looking for some up-to-date info, Kim.com's in here, Terrible, they're all in here, people. But this is the thing, right? If you're stuck in a place, we'll call it the Bahamas because that's what I'm currently looking at here. If you're stuck in the Bahamas and you're filing for bankruptcy in the United States, which is like 24 hours behind or ahead, I don't know how close they are. I think they're in the same time zone. I think you can get to Miami in like a 30-minute flight, to be honest. But, yeah, you shut the exchange down and you open up withdrawals to the country that you're in. To 1,500 was the estimate that I saw. Maybe it's this one here. 1,500 people to pull their funds out, right? I would definitely do that. If I'm in, and I think that's what Sam Bankman was trying to do in the U.S. with the U.S. FTX.US was keep all of that stuff above board, not entwine it into all of the shit going on with the overseas exchange that was not playing by the U.S. laws. I mean, this is why you go to another country and set up the exchange to do things that you're not allowed to do in the U.S., right? You do it in the U.S. if you could. You can get away with it unless you're doing something shitty. And if you're stuck in the Bahamas, you better be thinking of greasing some wheels, right? One of those 1,500 people, 1,500 of those people would have been working with the jail. They would have been the janitor. They would have been some people that know how to dig holes, some people that don't mind, digging the hole first. I tell you one thing that I am extremely, extremely uneasy about. is being in small, claustrophobic spaces. Did you see what Mr. Beast did? Buried himself underground. Come on. Did you do this, Mr. Beast? I never played that video for you. I'll play it real quick, and then we'll get to Mr. Beast. So Maxine Waters just had... They had an FTX briefing, and she tries to skip over this dude, and he blows up on her. You can't hear it, but she's like trying to close up shop. Hey, you forgot about me. Yo, what about me? I know if you're just going to skip over me. This lady's translating, I guess.
I'd like to thank you for your presence.
Oh, trying to skip him.
Parliamentary inquiry?
Yes.
Are all members entitled to question witnesses?
You are, and if you would like to miss the votes on the floor for everybody...
Hey, it's the chairwoman's prerogative to call a recess.
Just 1 moment, please.
That's your decision, not mine.
Just 1 moment, please.
Yeah, see, all these people, they got to the point where they feel, I mean, rightly so. They are parents, and they probably have kids, and they talk to people like this. But, yo, you're a fucking person. Who the fuck are you talking to like this? Who are you, Maxine? What, rep? What's a rep? What are you, a referee? Who the shit cares? How much do you make? How much do you make a year? I'm not going to look at it. I'll ask Unusual Whales how much you make a year. And then I want to ask you how much you got under the table. Let me see here. Who are you, Maxine? Maxine. Aw. Hey. What were you doing? What were you doing? Blowing kisses, lady. What were you doing blowing kisses? You wouldn't do that to my boy. Incriminate my boy Sammy Sam. Look at this. Did he catch it? Got it. Put it in his pocket for later. Dressed up, too. I wonder what occasion you dress up. I think it's a little bit baller when you go in underdressed. Now, it really... This is a hacker. This is like a counterculture, hacker culture type thing. It was the younger guys being the smartest guys in the room. And girls. I'm not... It's not a sexist thing, people. And then you come in making more money. Not even making more. You don't have to make more money than the guy who has CEO in front of his name, but you're in there for a big pen test because these clowns just got the shit rocked out of them. Yeah, their DIT just got confiscated, unencrypted, and all their user credentials have been spilled onto the web. Yeah, that guy sitting across from you in the T-shirt that says hacker or fuck you or Jason, dude, one of the... at this point, I'm running out of awards that I can give out because I've met some smart fucking people. This dude, I can't give you the deets on him. I mean, he's on the team. He's on the Avenger team. Like, there's a couple people that you couldn't decide between who's stronger, who's better, and I got that team. If you're looking to just crush some shit, I am. But I need I keep telling myself I need $22 million to get this thing started, and I think it's a cop-out. You don't need the money. I could just print my own money, right? Call them bang bucks. And that's what Microsoft did back when they were cool. Now, I heard this secondhand. I was in a different round than this one. This is back when they were literally printing money and owned Miami. Yeah, Microsoft, the one out of Seattle, Washington. They rented the town out. This is in the late, probably, this must have been after the dot-com bust. Yeah, as things started to go up, but before the great financial crisis. And they rented out Miami. And all of the big dogs, the directors, they walked around Miami with briefcase of Microsoft cash that was in there. I mean, they rented the whole town. This was the only money that was any good. You go into a place, they expected these Microsoft dollars. They just created their own currency like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the times have changed. They've cut back on a lot of the amount of money that they were putting in there. Yeah, I just want you people that we're all looking at right now because you're the adults in the room. We're all the critics, okay? We didn't sign up to be up there giving you all the fucking good ideas. Even though we have them, we're not there. We're still on the wheel. We're still in the race with all the other rats running around on our little squeaky wheels. Squeak, 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 squeak. And you, men and women up there at the top, are handling shit, right? You're handling it like adults that have some goddamn common sense. But you're not. And we could see it all. That was the biggest fucking problem that your ancestor at Kodak had. Hey, let me figure out how to take a picture of this, right? Then we'll be able to remember this forever. Checkmate, bitch. Because our generation has those cameras. Our generation has those skills. And we have unlimited storage because Jeff is giving it away. Jeff, I'm using your storage, brother. I got a project coming up. We've got all the digital archive footage. It's on the net. And we're the sleuths. We know how to dig. That's the thing that's really scary. It really scares me. Is I have a lot of time. And I'm really on the spectrum when it comes to looking through data. Will you give me a motherfucking reason? Dude, I'll find it. I'll connect those dots. I'll be up there having coffee with Zilla. What's up, my man? How much time we got? 21? We still got another 8 seconds, and I realize my arm is still on the frustration, angry sounding filter. I promise I'm not. This is what you get for driving hours and hours and hours listening to nothing but Bill Burr. Of course it's going to rub off. I always sound like I'm yelling. I can't talk about anything without sounding like I'm angry. And I suppose I am, trying to get this point across. I've been thinking about this for way too long. Agree with me that these people are fucking crazy. That there is a circus going on, and I was put under some retrograde amnesia / chloroform, and I've woken up, but I don't realize that I'm in the circus. There's a big tent around me, and everyone is dancing. They're not bringing peanuts. They're not bringing pretzels. They're not bringing Diet Pepsi. I'll tell you. That's going to be my thing, right? You know, right? I'll tell you, these are all my non-words. Now you got them. Where are we going, people? Where are we going? Where's the money, Sam? Where's the money, Sam? Maybe we need to call him up. Hold on a second. Let me get him on the phone. Hey, Sam. Hey, I'm hitting you up. Beep, 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 ring. Hey, Sam, where's the money, Sam? Hey, yo, this is Bang calling. Yeah, no, from the podcast, the one it's not great, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know the one that goes something like dun 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 dun. Where's the money, Sam? Dun 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 dun. Hey, Sam. Dun 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 dun. You in prison, Sam? Dun 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 dun. Where's the money, Sam? Yeah, you know, this is Let's get back on to narration. I'll tell you the rest of the story. Beep. Yeah. Here's the thing about it. This is something you have to know. If you're looking at getting into some legal problems, you're thinking about going down that path, I want you to know that ignorance is not an excuse. And so even though Dave Chappelle has a fantastic, I didn't know I couldn't do that is so great, they may let you get away with that. But if you still $8,000 million like SBF allegedly did, according to all the stuff we're seeing here in these papers, then I don't know that they're going to believe you, right? If you went to MIT and Stanford and, you might not get away with I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't believe, I didn't know that was going to happen. And I mean, it sounds like it was just one person, him, things grew beyond his control, got out of his sight, and he's not getting much sleep, and then it is what it is, and all that money went away. I could see how you can really run a business pretty shitty and not realize that money was just just going out the door, right? You decided you were going to invent a product, and it was an awful product, and everyone you sold, they had to ship back. So not only did it cost you the refund, but you had to pay for shipping. You're not going to last long. You're going out of business, right? That's case in point. I lost my train of thought, which where I was going with that. But it's the fact that you hemorrhaged $8,000 million. God, just to have one of those $1 million. But this is the key. You can't use that excuse. You can, and that's what he did. And he is actively still doing it and pleading I messed up. Sorry. The line in his, you want to see his this is his leaked testimony. I have every reason to believe this is 100% his, but and because if you actually read through it, it is so much of what he's said before and like so much of the story. But here's the transcript. How do you get this? How does Forbes get this and is allowed to publish it? But look at the very first two lines. I mean, this tells you all. This is under oath, and this is to Congress, right? The House or some shit like that. And I would like to start by formally stating under oath, I fucked up. Okay, let's see here. Last year, my net worth was valued at $20 billion. When all is said and done, I'll judge myself primarily by one metric, whether I've eventually been able to make customers whole. But at last I saw, I believe my bank account had $100K in it. He's like, my bank account. Yeah, Sam, my bank account has negative $7 in it. My other bank account has 50. I don't have a bank account that has, see, he's saying 100K. Oh, there's a rounding error. What he meant, and let me fix it for you. I wonder if I could do this. Forbes is going to make me pay for this bullshit. I'll see if I can do this without giving away all of my information. Let's go in here. Let's just do a little web developer tools here. Oh, yeah. Can you see it? Yeah. Let me go over here and we click on this button. Look at this. You're getting some hacking. You're a hacker now. Look at this. You see, I'm in Firefox, and I went up to Tools, Browser Tools, Web Developer Tools, hack the shit out of this website. If you don't have that, you might have to update to the latest. Click on this little button right here. You can't see my mouse. Oh, maybe you can. I don't think you can. But it's right over here above Search HTML, underneath this cookie preferences thing. Oh, yeah, you see what I'm selecting? When you click that little button that has the mouse on it, anything you hover over, it will select the code. Now look in the bottom left. When I click this, notice that it selected the code. They might have some dumb shit over it here that's stopping us from actually diving into it. So we can go and probably expand this out. How do I edit this text? Oh, that could be a picture. Don't tell me it's a screenshot. Oh, you silly bastards. Well, that's not going to do it for us. But I still, listen, one thing I'm not good at is giving up when I should. It's been way too long. Why have at it? You won't be able to see this. You won't be able to see this, but just because I'm a nerd, I'm going to make it work. I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to change this to a B, because he made a mistake. He said it was change the line thickness here. Wouldn't you love to be able to do that at will, ladies? Just change your old man's line thickness. Here we go. Watch this. Oh, I love the power of the internet. I got to go back inside. I said this was just going to be a half-hour live. There we go. And somehow I've got to export this. There we go. Nice. Oh, I can put it in Twitter. Let me just put it in Twitter. Okay. Yep. Yeah, and then we come over here. This is probably, I don't know. Who knows? Live streaming, is that the right one? 29 minutes. All right, this is the end of it, people. This is the end of the live stream. Let's see if we can get it in here. We'll go back over to Twitter. Let's say tweet. Put that picture in there, and we say, Found the typo in Sam's, say, SBF's testimony. Silly mistake. Found the typo in SBF's testimony. Left off a B. Silly mistake. See if anyone gets that. Boop. No one will. And that leaves me with that last point. What a great point to end on. It's that BitBoy Crypto is another guy. If you want to keep up with this, I don't give a shit how you feel about BitBoy Crypto. This dude jumped on a plane with his team and went down to the Bahamas, and they, I mean, stalking. I don't know if you want to call it that, but went to every building. I mean, these are public buildings. Deltec over there went to FTX, and these buildings were empty. There's some kid on the top of the building, the 5th floor, where they were doing their work, flicking them off, like, aha, fuck you. Just like if you remember that scene from Wall Street, in the Occupy Wall Street, all of the people on top in Wall Street are flicking off the people on the ground that lost all their money, drinking champagne, like, fuck you guys. Wait till next year. Wait till our algorithms get kicked up for next year. We got a new one. It's called FTX, baby. That's my new shirt. I can't wait to make it. Yeah, I'm going to make it. It's the shirt that, what's his name, was wearing. It's the guy that went to jail for creating, I think he jacked up prices for medication. He's been talking a lot of, not a lot of shit, just, it was kind of interesting. Is this video of him going through the like how you calculate the points that you get for shit you did wrong. And there's like tables and charts, and you go and you're like, okay, if you did this, you get 7 points. He's got like 45. Sam Bankman-Fried, according to the eight charges that they have on wire fraud and all kinds of stuff that they have, it's looking like a lot of years for that boy. So yeah. This guy, though, he just came out. BitBoy Crypto said that they're looking at they're still tracking down where some of this money went. I mean, they're going to be doing this for years and years and years, but come on, this is the crux of a problem, a very big problem, is a non-transparent exchange, whether you're dealing with crypto or you're dealing with just any other country's currency. What's going on in there, right? Is there any money in there? Is the money in there, or is it coded as FTX money? And to catch you up a little bit on what I mean there is the way that FTX was getting its money, the way that because they didn't have bank accounts initially, is the running idea here, is customers would have to transfer their money directly to SBF's hedge fund, Alameda Research. So the money gets transferred there, and then from there, quote unquote, there's a process that is to transfer the money over, but really they were just labeling the money as the money went over there. It's like having an Excel document, right? Your friend gives you $10,000 to hold on to because they just got into the country and they don't have enough. They don't have a bank account, right? So they give you $10,000, and you put that $10,000 in your bank, and then they come to get that money, and you said, I don't have your money. Because you see, I have an Excel document that says that I was supposed to take that money, and I was supposed to put your initials next to it. But I forgot to put your initials next to it, and then I spent the money. So that $10,000, I'm sorry, but I just mislabeled the funds, and I'm really, really apologetic about it, and I'm really hoping that I can start another venture someone said, rob from Peter to pay Paul to make you whole again. And then I'll be very happy. I'll be happy and not so sad anymore. Hey, it's been pretty interesting to follow this, but I'm really sad and disheartened at any of the adults in the room that are supposed to be running this shit like, I don't know, like there's consequences. But obviously not, and they're not doing a great job. The regulators, the government, they're not doing a good job as a group of people that are trying to calm this down, because people are going to follow suit. You're going to have other people taking the taking a freaking page out of this book, and you're going to say, yeah, well, this guy's got 8 indictments toward him, right? And he's 8 counts, and look at all the stuff that they're coming after him for now, and look at this one dude. We'll see what happens. I'll give him 6 months, and then I'll release part 2 of this. But if I had to guess, it's going to be a lot like the end of the Big Short. You want a movie that's about this? Go watch The Big Short. And go watch how many people went to jail when it was all said and done. How many people got in trouble. How many people suffered is a much bigger tale, a much different tale. The moms and pops, the people that you know, the people that I know that are out there working and putting it into a retirement for some just very high risk type of fund manager, high risk type of individual. I mean, anyone that is taking risks with money that they didn't have to earn, that they do not have to somewhat held accountable, right? I mean, if it's your money and you lose it all, you're the one that's got to account for it and go back to work. But these people that are up there playing with yours and my pension fund, yours and my 401k, your and my investments. You think you've got them in some safe investments because they're up there at Fidelity, Charles, or FTX. What are they doing with your money? What fund is it in? You know, they put a bunch of words in front of you like a casino does with chips. Hey, don't worry about the money. Worry about this. Worry about this prospectus. Worry about this 2030 plan, 2050 plan. Hey, no, you're young. You can afford the risk right now. What does all of that mean? I'll tell you what, it wasn't very important. But then inflation, and they've got these levers. They're just pulling, moving them this way and that way, and your money is more or less valuable. Hey, that's all I wanted to say. I got one more on the outro, and we'll catch you on the flip. Take it easy.